before the wheel. Yeah, sand, bag of sand.
Yeah.
Bag o' sand.
All right. We're good to go?
If you could talk into the mic, that'd be great. You have a lighter, Tyler? You're good. I just wanted to get these. It's fine. I was going to light the candle.
Track isn't up there.
Your little fruity ass one.
Oh, this? These are we Body Armor exclusive? No, I'm fine.
They left trash in here.
That might have been us. Alrighty, welcome back to the Son of a Boy Dad podcast. Today it is March 11th, and we are here live from HQ 3.
We got a whodunit on our hands, too.
And we got ourselves a classic whodunit.
Yeah.
Some ne'er-do-well has trashed our studio.
Some Barstool beast decided to come in here and destroy the entire studio.
Some vagrant miscreant has caused a caper.
And it's tough because we already fired Tico, Texas, and troops. So
Exactly. So that's narrowing things down.
those would be the two main.
Could have been AB,
AB.
Antonio Brown.
I thought you were talking about Alex Bennett, who
Could have been Alex Bennett, too.
got
to be
divorced
fully
and
honest.
has the same last name. What's going on here?
Has
Yeah.
she?
Why is her name still Bennett?
Once a Bennett, always a Bennett.
True. It's tough to switch. I feel like once you get married, you just got to stick with what you can't switch your name 3 times in your life.
You could go back, though. That would be back to the first switch.
Yeah, but it still counts as a switch.
Yeah.
That's still like you got to go to the DMV, get a new license, probably get a new passport.
Change your Instagrams.
You got to change the handle,
Change your handle.
and you're just hoping that the handle is available
Which
because you
probably
don't want to
isn't.
become a numbers in the username guy
Or
in your
underscore.
30s. Yeah.
God forbid an underscore.
Throwing a dash. Actually, me and Francis had a little bit of a problem yesterday with he's got a dash in his Venmo, and let's just say another Francis Ellis now has $250.
But they automatically put the dash in Venmos. It's not like you selected the dash.
I don't have a dash.
That is correct. I think that's right. And I think this other Francis Ellis,
He's doing it on
Francis
purpose.
Ellis, just created a username close to mine to receive mistaken Venmo payments meant for me, and it made me wonder, how many times has this happened? How much has he made?
That was probably the first time and probably the last time it'll happen.
I don't know, dude.
Are
I
you
don't
getting
know.
a lot of Venmo payments on the road?
People sent, just in life,
general, I guess?
He's respected like that.
people
True.
send them to me.
Like a black person's birthday. You just get money sent to you. You
Is
ever
that
see
how they do it?
Black dudes will just put out their Venmo on their birthday and just be like, bless me.
Oh, I thought you meant like they get like a stack.
No, it's like
Like Dana
bless
White
me,
style.
bless me, like it's my birthday. Fucking hit me up, which I think that's how
cool.
it should be.
I like
That's
that.
very cool. Obviously, it's very cool.
Doesn't that suck that that's the best gift you can get?
Yeah,
No.
Like Dana White didn't he give one of the Nelk boys $500,000 in cash
probably
for their birthday?
Come on.
Like that's
What?
pretty hard to up. It's pretty hard to get a better gift than that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not wrong.
Are you
Like
sure he did that for that Nelk boy?
Yeah, pretty
that boy?
pretty confident.
Which
one of
boy?
the Nelks, which I don't know, one of them, probably Steve.
Or I mean, if I'm giving $500K, I'm giving it to Kyle.
Oh, absolutely.
Kyle deserves it the most.
But Kyle's also the richest, so he probably doesn't need it the most.
I get jealous of those boys.
They're good boys, and they are making a ridiculous amount of money.
I just saw a truck for their sparkling seltzer thing just driving around, and I thought, well, they own their own means to transportation?
I guess,
Like
yeah.
Amazon? They bought their own shipping routes?
I guess
That's how deep in the sparkling seltzer game they are?
that drink is very popular.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Local governments are lobbying to have the next Happy Dad facility, like an Amazon fulfillment center.
Bro,
This is going to add so many jobs to our area.
AOC is vetoing Happy Dad production facilities in burgeoning communities.
Yeah. We got to get one in Flint. We need a Happy Dad in Flint. It would save it. And then
Start
that's
washing
everybody.
their hands with it. Their
Yeah.
kids will have fewer developmental problems.
I know. Just put it through the pipes. Put the Happy Dad through the pipes like Drano. It'll clean everything out.
Boy, by the way, that's it occurred to me that I think in any American city where they tell you don't drink the water here, is as embarrassing of a public infrastructure failure as you can have.
Like New York City, are you talking about?
No, New York, they say you can drink
the water.
tap water.
I have a filter, like a little
Yeah, so do
container
I.
that I filter through. The shit that pops up in that filter is fucking disgusting.
Absolutely.
Like you could wipe like a brown layer off of the filtered out part.
Dude,
I
know
do,
this.
and I spread it on toast.
A little Vegemite.
Yeah, it's that brown sauce. Whatever from England. What are they?
I didn't know in Denver they give out the government supplies Britas to all the people there.
Is that bad?
Yeah. And then they're
damn.
supposed to send you a new filter every month.
It's un-American.
Isn't like plumbing and like the aqueducts literally one of the oldest inventions?
Oh yeah.
It is. Yeah.
How's and we never figured out how.
You still haven't figured out the wheel. We just touched on this before we started recording.
It's complicated.
Did you watch that Bill Gates documentary?
No.
Becoming Bill or Being Bill or whatever?
Bill Nye?
No, Bill Gates.
I'm just a Bill.
Well,
Bill Withers.
Who was the I was
Bill
trying to think
Blaschke.
of the cartoon, the little kid cartoon with
Yeah,
Bill.
I'm just a Bill.
No, that's the
Mr.
Oh.
Bill.
Little Bill. Yeah, Little Bill.
this documentary, he talks about how they
Zing.
they're talking about in bad nations or developing countries how they suffer from polio, right?
Mhm.
And other diseases that are spread through unclean water from that is tainted with fecal stuff. And
Matter.
he said, he explains in the documentary about how we clean our sewage and how easy it is. And he says, we solved this. The fact that we haven't brought this to every nation is
We're just
sad.
greedy. We're like, we need you guys to keep getting polio. It'll keep us on top. Keep us crushing at the Olympics.
I don't think it can't be polio because polio has been eradicated to like 99.8% of
Basically,
rate.
if you get polio still, you're a bitch.
Yeah, they cured that shit.
They do, but there are some places. There's like one place left that gets it.
What is the place?
I'm not going to say.
Is it
I don't
some-
want to put them on blast.
Yeah, what is it?
I don't know, dude. Let's get off this.
All right. Well, now I'm extremely curious.
What a tease.
By the way, Sass and I have spent. I'm officially going to say it. We have spent too much time
Oh
together.
yeah.
I feel like you guys spent too much time by your first foray into Wisconsin. Like by the time you guys were on the flight, it had already been too much time.
dude,
We
it was-
reached a point where I was like, he does not like me as a person.
No,
anymore.
that didn't happen at all. He was saying that. I didn't feel that way. I wasn't ever.
You got very snippy with me, and I was like, all right, he needs some space from me.
No, I don't think that. I don't think that was the case. I think Wisconsin, which we both said, it was a very long weekend. It's fucking freezing there. It was long. It felt like Denver was like fast and fun.
It was
Wasn't
long.
it the same amount of days?
Yeah, but something about Wisconsin was long.
It was long.
The company you kept, maybe?
No, we had a good time. We had a blast. The whole
I had a
time.
good time, but I could tell that Sass. There was a point where everything that was coming out of his mouth was just
Negative?
a bat. He wants to battle.
I think I was I forget when, but I was definitely in a nasty mood at some point.
It was when we were going shopping, going to get you. We were doing you a favor. We were driving the rental
Oh, I
car
wasn't
to
mad at
LL
all.
Bean
I was
to
in
get
a
you new
great mood.
pants. And he's wearing jeans. Sass is a jeans man now.
Oh,
Welcome
and then
to
I had
the
to
world.
say I also got to go get new shoes because we went to go get the pants and it was pouring outside, and then we got there and I tried on the pants and I took my shoes off and my socks were see through. They were
soaked
soaking wet.
To that level?
Yeah.
It was middle of the day,
I said I was going to
Saturday.
get trench foot if I kept them on any longer.
The bean that he had found on the map was a 15-minute drive away. We had the rental
Congrats to you
car.
for even finding the bean, though. Most men can't.
It's tough to
Yeah.
find it.
He doesn't have the ability to drive the rental car because he's not 25.
That was pissing me off. And that's under.
So I needed to drive him.
Come on now.
And he was like, will you guys come with me to the bean? And Mook said, I don't want to. I want to go work out in the hotel gym and be by
Because
myself.
Francis was fat shaming him the entire day.
Well, it's disgusting. I mean, really.
What'd you see him
He
topless?
ate Burger King at 4 a.m. on Thursday night.
Doesn't he know how the digestive system works?
I mean,
That's the worst
I
time to eat
couldn't
Burger King.
believe it.
Because
He-
Francis doesn't live the same life on the road that me and Mook do.
I ordered
His
grain balls.
It's much more let's go to this restaurant. I need to get some leaves for lunch.
I saw that leaf bowl.
Yeah,
that you
but I
posted.
had a side of arugula salad
need
with
to
a
get some
pizza. It's not like,
greens.
And then we went to a steakhouse and I had a nice steak and some cocktails.
Those steaks look fat,
Those were some good steaks.
like thick ass cuts.
That place, Tornado
You know what else looked fat?
Steakhouse
My
in
face.
Madison, Wisconsin is one of the best steakhouses I've ever been to. Let's just do some of these things in order though, because there's a litany of things.
Why don't you guys start with your airport experience on the way out?
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you, Rone.
Well, I kind of fucked us, and so yeah, that was a rough start.
I appreciate you saying that. I was wondering if you were going to own that today.
Yeah, I fucked up pretty severely.
Francis was texting me as it was happening, and I was dying laughing.
I fucked up in a tremendous way. that Francis actually made a good point. He said if I did that, there would have been, and he was right. If he did that, it would have been like a public fight. Like we would have been on World Star.
Physically?
Yeah.
Or a shouting match like those two gay dudes with the puppy at the
Like
airport.
probably the two gay dudes with the puppy. It would have been really bad. And
so you guys went to you guys had an early flight?
This is what
No, I went to the airport really early because I thought our flight was at 11:15,
Sass,
and I found out I was on the wrong flight.
we needed to be on the same flight to Milwaukee because we saw that flights to Madison were much more expensive, so we decided to fly to Milwaukee instead, rent a car, and then drive the hour and 20 minutes to Madison. And since we needed
Beautiful drive, by the
since
way.
we needed
Easy
to be,
rental car situation at
Great
Milwaukee's
cornfields.
airport.
it is
It's right there.
It
right
is.
there.
It is.
it's really good.
No
Simple
shuttle, no
airport,
shuttle.
no shuttle, clean, clear airport.
And when you have the Amex Delta Reserve or the Amex Platinum, I think you get free membership in the President's Circle, which means you quite literally bypass the rental counter at Hertz and just walk straight into the car. I felt like I was stealing it.
Yeah, any car you want, probably.
Any car you
Any
want.
car,
What'd you guys go with?
a Jeep,
Jeep. Felt American.
Cherokee,
Riding high.
beautiful, beautiful vehicle, American.
So you guys had to get there early, but you got to the airport early.
Well, I had sent him weeks before. I said, I think this is how we need to do this because to fly to Madison is much more expensive and the flights aren't good. And we'd have to do a 2-leg flight. So he said, great. I said, this is the flight I'm getting. This is the flight we need to be on. Get this one. Do it today. He was like, done. Sure enough, the day of the flight rolls around and he texts me like 3.5 hours before the flight. And he was like, are you at the airport? And I was like, no.
I was early
you?
for that flight.
I was like, are
Why?
you?
Why are you?
I don't know.
I feel like you're not that guy.
Because I've missed a lot of flights recently, and from going to LaGuardia.
Oh.
So I was like, no, dude, it's in 3.5 hours or whatever. I'll get there in a little bit. I'm still home. And he goes, our flight's 11:45. And I was like, oh no, it's the 1:15. And I immediately went up in the conversation, worried that I had sent him the wrong flight. Hadn't, of course. I don't make those mistakes. I screenshot the picture, send it to him, and he goes, nice Photoshop. Like I had rewritten the text, which was very funny. And then I was like, well, just hang out and see if you can change your flight. Luckily, that was easy. He did. But you were there for so long at the Delta Lounge.
Yeah, I fell asleep listening to Cat Williams' Pimp Chronicles.
That's some incredible stand-up.
Just yelling in my ear. Somehow I fell asleep to that. I don't know how.
It was probably the 6,000 calories you ate at that Delta Lounge.
Yeah, probably. I fell asleep in a chair listening to Pimp Chronicles.
That's some of the
I
oldest
almost looked
shit
like
ever.
a fucking lunatic, dude.
People just heard the Pimp Chronicles pouring out of your fucking headphones.
My head wasn't resting against anything. It was just like,
Your neck probably was so sore when you woke up.
I didn't sleep for that long, but I fell asleep for probably like 30 minutes.
It had some of that salty Delta chicken.
Nasty.
This is how
pure
much
salt.
I care about him, though. I knew that he was now at the airport by himself, and so I left for the airport earlier than I would have so that I could provide company for him sooner.
Just to tend to him.
Yeah,
Just to look after the boy.
make sure that he's okay.
Make sure he wasn't sleeping. Because he's liable to throw on some fucking Kings of Comedy and fall asleep at the Delta Lounge.
Who knew?
Sass might put on Cedric the Entertainer and laugh himself to sleep.
So I get there, he's there, I pour myself an iced tea, we hang out for whatever, 15, 20 minutes.
No alcohol? I guess you guys had to perform that night.
Yeah,
We had a long travel day ahead of us. We didn't want to get too crazy.
Got it.
and I had to drive.
Got it. Yeah.
So we get up. I was like, I think we should probably get to the gate. Let's go. And I go, do you know what gate it is? Mr. Guy, who's been at the airport for 3.5 hours. And he says definitively 68F.
On one hand, he
No,
did have
55B.
time to
No,
check.
it was 68.
No, 68 was the real one. The
No,
one that I said
86 was the real one.
Oh, well, then I said it was 68B then.
That's right, 68B.
But on one hand, he had time to look. But on the other hand, he has already botched part of the travel plans today, and you're asking him for more
True.
information.
Bro,
True.
that's a good point, Ron. But I would figure that a guy like him who's been at the airport so long that he now knows the names of the people that work there. He's probably used multiple bathrooms. He's met friends. I just figure this guy is going to know. He's probably checked our flight thing so many times. Plus, he answered confidently and quickly with a number and a letter. 68B. So I say, okay, and off
That's
we go.
specific enough.
And we start walking, and it's a 12 to 15 minute walk.
The last gate.
That's one of the worst things about LaGuardia, because you literally are going into like the depths.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
to go
It was the
down
last.
a stairwell or an
You
escalator,
go-
go down another escalator.
You go right if you come out of security, you go right all the way down that hallway, all the way down, then down the escalator, then left into
Oh, that switchback and that long
The
outdoor.
switchback is
Switchback.
the when it gets long.
The
And we were
switchback.
the last.
We were the
gate.
last one. And we get there, and there's a screen that is empty and not a single person in line, nor a Delta ticketing agent. It looked like it had been shut down.
No, my
It looked
first
like
thought
no flight had
was-
flown from that gate in 15 years.
My first thought was like, oh, they must be a delay or something. And then Francis
We haven't
goes,
flown flights out of here in years.
and then Francis looks at his phone and he turns to me and goes, "We're gonna have to hop."
No, wait. I first I go, is it not this gate? And he goes, maybe they moved it. And then I looked at my phone, and it was 86, right? And I turned to him and I go, we're gonna have to hop.
And then I was like, "Yeah." Like my reaction was like, "Yeah, I guess." Like we'll have to walk a little faster. And then he just takes off.
We had to sprint. We had to run full
It was
out.
probably a 20-minute run.
Full out.
Running in the airport should be classified as one of the most rigorous types of exercise.
Dude, I was sweating.
It's like doing like farmer carries,
Yeah.
like what Lane Johnson does to work out. Like you're
Yeah.
carrying your bag, fully clothed, probably in something warm, and you are gonna sweat your fucking dick off.
Yes, you are, but you feel like you're flying because everyone else is walking. And I just feel like my strides are longer in the
they
airport.
were. I mean, he was going the fastest I've ever seen him
I
run.
took off because I knew
He got to the gate 10 minutes before I
knew
did.
he wasn't with all due respect, I knew he wasn't going to try hard enough to keep up with me, nor was he wearing the proper footwear. He was wearing those fucking Converse that the sole is coming away. So every time he took a step, it was like a double slap.
Like a tallywhacker, like
Yes. Like he was in drumline.
He was so unbelievably miserable that like because you would stop because I'm not in shape. I had to stop. I can't run for 20 minutes straight. So I stopped, and then you look at your phone and you're like, no, I can't stop. I got to keep running.
The signs tell you. So we went all the way back to where we were, past the Delta, and then the Delta Lounge.
Just the other side of the airport.
Other side of the airport.
We get
It's
to the
left.
Delta Lounge, it says 14 to 15
14
minutes.
to 15 minute walk from there, and we'd already come 12.
This airport is 27 minutes of walking from end to end.
I'm not kidding you. I don't think I'm exaggerating. A 1.5
It was
mile
easily
run.
1.5 miles.
A 1.5
Easily.
mile run.
I could actually probably see on my phone.
Because you walk, I think standard walking is 20 minutes for 1 mile. I think that's like a standard walking pace. So 27
Yeah.
minutes would be like almost
Roughly a mile and a half.
a little bit less than a mile.
It
and a half.
was as far from one extreme of the airport to another that you could be, to the point where you just kept passing gates and you'd look out the window and see. I finally saw where I thought the gate was going to be by looking out the window. And I was like, we're being punked. And I also knew I couldn't wait for him. One of us had to make the flight so that if he missed it, I could do the first show on Thursday solo.
Well, yeah, is there not another flight out, or what's the deal with that?
I had a plan. I was like, if we don't make this, we'll just fly to Chicago and drive.
Yeah, it's the sort of plan B thinking you start having when you realize you can't keep up.
You're fucked.
But I was like, I have to make this. And the flight was 1:15, and I was coming up an escalator and I couldn't move because there were people in front of me, and there was a Delta pilot behind me on the escalator. And I said, how much time before the flight leaves do you guys close the doors?
10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm running, and it's like 101, 102, 103, and I got there at 104.
Wow. Door was
I
still
got
open?
there
Door
around
was closed.
1:10.
The door was closed. They had closed it. But I spoke to the agents. First of all, we had both had first class seats. So
Did they give them away?
They tried to
were
give
trying to
they
give
were
his
giving mine
away.
away when I
Yeah,
got
when
on
they
the
give
plane.
someone's away.
I told them, I was like, my friend is right behind me, and they go, worry about yourself right now. That's what they said. They were like, we're going to probably try to sort you out, but if you need to just not, you don't wait for him.
And you just heard like a faint echoing of a...
I saw him, and he did come on the hop.
Double clutching a breath.
But I get on the plane, I get into my seat, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, please, God, Sass, show yourself. And he fucking made it.
Just stumbling through a door.
We were soaked.
They were
soaked
giving,
the whole
giving
flight.
away my seat when I got on. I got on, there was a lady standing over my seat, and then I just sat down, and she was like, and then went back to the fucking basic economy.
Sometimes they don't even give the seat away, which is the most disrespectful.
Yeah, that shit's annoying.
That they'll just like leave an empty first class
I've asked.
seat. What? Like, hey, can I
Can
get
I
that
sit up
seat?
there? And they say no.
That's crazy.
No, you're going to sit where you belong.
Peasant. Have your fucking Biscoff cookie while up front they have the Michael and Augustine chocolate squares, which are sublime.
They're going to bring out the basket of snacks.
Yeah, the basket.
A nice
and
wicker basket.
take 4 or
I
5.
think I'll do one of those.
I take so many.
You go shopping.
Ooh,
at the
what is
basket.
that? That looks fun. Vegan gummy bears?
Why not?
Right up my alley.
It is a great feeling to make it, though. I've done that where they're like, you're not going to make it. I sprinted, I was like the 6th person off. I sprinted past everyone, made it as the last person to get the flight. They open the doors, and then everybody goes behind you. And it's like you fucking towed the boat to safety.
Yeah.
It's like you were the leader of the Underground Railroad.
Yes.
I will say on Frontier, they won't open that. They close it early.
Oh, yeah, Frontier.
They like to close that shit up 30 minutes before.
And they're there laughing. They have popcorn. Look, he thinks he's about to get on the plane.
That happened. I was on a flight going from Raleigh to Philly, and I was on Frontier, and there was the lady. She was like, my husband's right behind, and it was like 30 minutes before the doors were supposed to. We just boarded, and they were like, "We'll see. We're gonna close it any minute now." And it's like, I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can just close the door 30 minutes before you're supposed to.
And that's why people are always brawling with Frontier
Oh
agents.
yeah. They're like trained fighters. The flight attendants.
Yeah.
They're looking for a fight the entire time.
It's the miners of the slap league.
Yeah. They all have a stun gun on them.
Yeah, they're just gonna eat a stun gun. So when you got onto the flight, Francis, were you giving him shit?
No,
I was just texting him. I mean, I'm someone who, we made the point after that I said you would have been furious, and he said that's correct. But I'm someone who, when there's a problem like that and we realize what's happened, I want to solve it immediately. And all of my instincts are we need to fix this, and then we'll deal with our feelings later.
Oh, my first instinct is to huff and puff.
yeah, I would have. If I was by myself, there's no way I would even have attempted to make that flight.
I looked at him, and with it, realizing where the gate was, I said, "We need to run." First words out of my mouth, and he was like, and I was like, and then I was gone, and I was like, and as I'm running, I'm realizing there's no way I can wait for him.
What kind of bags did you guys
If one of
have?
us gets there, then we can tell them to hold the plane for the other person too.
I had a
or one of
duffel
us
bag.
needs to make the.
Duffel bags are so funny because they're like
Dude,
smacking
it
all
was
over.
so hard to run with.
Or so either the other way, or
You gotta
have to,
carry it like
hold
that.
a
Yeah, like a
football.
baby. Yeah.
You have to fucking
I had a roller that, based on the speed I was running, was not staying on track, and I was almost taking some people out.
You need some new luggage.
I'm thinking about
I
it.
think it's time. I got some Hartman luggage that has some of the best ergonomics that you could ever imagine.
I
Great
just want
bearings.
wheels that are going
It
to.
has
Incredible
red bearings.
It's German engineered. So you
What
know,
about Rimowa? I've heard about that one.
I don't know much about Rimowa. I can only speak to Hartman. But one of my bags got ripped up. I bought the same bag again because it's so damn smooth.
Whoa!
One time at a hotel, I gave it to the concierges working the front door. I was like, check out how smooth this bag is. And they're just twirling it. I swear to God, the concierge called over another concierge to be like, yo, check this fucking bag out. And he was just whipping it around. He was like, buddy, check this bag.
I
Smoothest
love.
bag they ever felt.
You know it's a good bag when you can turn it diagonal and all the wheels continue moving forward seamlessly.
Yes.
That's a really
I'm
good
like
bag.
crossing people over with, it's like the N1 mixtape
Yeah.
tour when I'm in the airport with this thing. I'll just give it a spin, like going down, like it's frictionless. I feel like I'm traveling on the moon.
There was a time when my bag was like that. I have an away bag. They're
Yeah.
good,
They're
but
good.
I've used it so much that the wheels are just saying, "Hey, we're ready to be put out to pasture."
And I think this Hartman has a warranty, so it's like if it runs out, you really just
Have
re
they?
up.
Truly.
I feel like we should go bag shopping together.
No, I'm not a bag. I'm a duffel guy.
You're a little
Through
duffel
and
bag
through.
boy. I know that duffel bag is the easiest to travel.
Because there's always a spot for it on
Yes,
the plane.
exactly. They're never going to be like, here's a pink tag.
Mm-mm.
Wait at the gangway. Wait at the fucking loop-de-loop for it.
Exactly. Yeah, they don't do that with the duffel. The duffel always finds its way in.
Well, good for you for not being pissed off its ass.
No, it wasn't his fault. I mean, it was funny.
Yes, it was.
It was
What?
entirely.
Well,
are you
it
talking
was
about?
his fault. It was his fault. But what was crazy to me was that after that, so he was wrong about his flight time, and then he was wrong about our gate, and then we got to Milwaukee, and there was another thing that happened. I can't remember what, but it was as if
I don't think
after
there was
going
anything
0 for
else.
2 on major logistical decisions, he thought, I need to fight back. I need to get the scoreboard back in
Or
my
to
favor.
prove that you fucked something up.
And he instead of being more humble and being like, you know what, maybe I'm done making the calls for us today. He was doubling and tripling down. He was even more adamant. Oh, this is what it was. We flew into Milwaukee, and as we're 15, 20 minutes away, I get a notification on my phone that says, welcome to Canada. And I'm like, what the fuck? Did we fly over Canadian airspace to get to Milwaukee? And we get off the plane, and I tell him that. I'm like, it's so funny. We're so close to Canada that my phone actually thought we were in Canada. And he goes, that's not possible.
Well, I said we're not close. No, I said we're not close to Canada at all because we're not.
I mean, Michigan's like a gray area.
Madison is not close to Canada.
But
It's
if
not
you fly
that
over
far.
Michigan, you could. I mean, some.
Oh, you fly over a big chunk of Canada coming from New York. And
Supposedly.
I showed him the thing on my phone. I was like, look, this is true. This happened.
Nice Photoshop.
And he was like, that's crazy. We're not even close. Then I pulled up the map and showed him. And again, I was like, okay, now you're 0 for 3. Like, at what point
Little hubris.
are you going to wave a white flag?
Never.
He just gets more obstinate. The more wrongs,
Never gonna
the
wave
more
the red, white
wrongs he
flag.
piles up, the more he starts pressing.
That's headliner privilege.
Exactly. Yeah. If I was the feature, I would consider waving a white flag.
So you guys made it out there though, and shows went good. You
Shows
had a
went
good
good.
weekend with Mook.
Slaughterhouse.
Yeah,
Comedy on stage, bro.
really.
Killbox.
It's fun. It's a good club. Very good club. The club's great. The green room's awesome. We didn't kill as
Absolute
hard as we thought we were going to,
slaughterhouse.
if we're being honest.
Yeah.
We
Pretty good.
we did pretty well.
No survivors.
It
No,
was,
it was fine.
it was
fine.
no Denver.
No.
Denver's like fucking the beach in Normandy.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
They're coming
D-Day.
off the ships.
D-Day.
It's just-
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the hand at the Bene Gesserit box that they make you put your hand in.
oh yeah.
At Denver, they have an
You seen
EMT
Dune?
waiting outside.
No, fuck.
And nor has he.
I watched an hour of the first Dune and I fell asleep.
Yeah, shit sucks.
I need to rewatch it though.
I'm not a sci-fi guy.
I find it hard to get in. Some good sci-fi is really good, but not being on the weed and that and sci-fi don't pair well.
Mm-hmm.
You need to have a little to be able to enjoy sci-fi.
Right.
Did you watch the new Dune?
Yeah.
Great.
I guess we won't talk about it. It just seems
I'm
like
going to watch
fall...
it because I like to be part of the cultural zeitgeist.
You can't see it without seeing the
I'm saying I'm going to watch them both.
You got it. It won't make it barely made sense to me, and I've seen the first one 10 times.
Really?
Yeah,
That's how you know it's
It's
good.
convoluted. Yeah.
It's just
That's how you know it's good when it doesn't make sense at all.
It's just the first one was so dialogue heavy for the first hour, just like Zendaya
I
and
love that.
fucking what's his name, just
Tom
sitting
Holland.
Chalamet.
Chalamet, just sitting on a sand dune, just like looking off, like discussing something that I guess is setting the tone.
Wait, that's not that's the most recent one.
No, I saw this one years ago on a
then-
plane.
Interesting.
There was just it was just so much talking. Get to the fucking
The worms.
ray
and shit.
guns
Yeah.
and shit. Pew pew. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sass went shopping, which I was so proud of him for.
What happened?
It really wasn't a big deal at all.
When I saw a photograph of you in jeans, and I was like, "What is going on?"
Never
here?
seen anything
No,
like it.
we got a photographer, and the way the first photos came back, I was like, nah, I'm gonna have to switch something up, big time.
Why? What were you wearing the first time?
It's just my khakis and sweatshirt. Didn't
Sure.
like the way my pants were fitting though.
So you needed to get some dad cut jeans.
I just had to get some pants that fit me.
These pants are awesome on him, and he bought New Balances.
Oh, those are new
Yeah,
balances. Shout out to fucking Jack Harlow
I know. That's why I got them.
because of fucking Missionary Jack.
Yeah, I hit him up and I said, check it out.
Vanilla baby.
Peep. Yeah. Bro, I do not like whippers and chains either.
That song's double meaning, bro.
Me and you, we're not so different, are we?
I'm vanilla because like of his sex preferences, but also because he's white.
Oh, bars.
Did you get that?
No, I didn't. That's like a lyric that like there would be a group of black dudes like reviewing the song and they'd pause and they'd be like, yo,
He's vanilla, baby.
because he's white and because he's
he
not
only
fucking
likes
like that.
missionary- 'Cause he only
I
likes
used to watch
missionary
those
sex.
videos all the time.
They're great.
They would do Mac Miller and they would go nuts over like the littlest things that I would never have picked up.
I love when the kids have grown up since, but it was like these two young black kids, and they would like hear like I chime in with the haven't you people ever heard? And they would be like, what the fuck is this? Like bopping along to it.
They are good videos. I've
They're
never
incredible.
seen a video that any of those guys have made, and they've never been bad.
It makes me want to have a child so I can like show them music
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
first
yeah.
time. Like someone hearing a song that you know to be good for the first time and they're going to react. That's a powerful
Yeah.
feeling.
It's great.
A very powerful feeling. So did you have a great, I feel like you and Mook had like,
Well, because they have drinking problems.
Rone does
so
this
they-
thing where, like, he knows when you two are talking about something that I have no purchase on whatsoever. And then he's like, all right, anyway, back to you, Francis. Let's bring you back in.
yeah, I want to be having
From
an
the
inclusive
cold-
conversation.
And you know what? I like listening to you talk about black people. That's always what it is. It's always about the culture.
No, we just talked about Jack Harlow. He's vanilla, baby.
And I guess some kids that are black
That's true. Those
who
kids
listen
are.
to music.
It just doesn't hit the same if fucking Jacob Sartorius is reviewing a song for the first time.
No,
Oh, was that a thing of
got to
his?
be black.
No, but I'm saying just like a young white kid doing it I wouldn't be like, that's cool.
Oh, right. Do those kids that you're talking about also review Bill Burr bits?
No, that's a different group of black folk.
I see.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Because I know them.
They did one of Shane's specials too.
Exactly. I was going to add that next.
Yes.
If you guys wanted to talk about those
Those
two
guys are
black
great.
guys.
Those guys are changing the game.
They are.
Who
'Cause
are they?
No one was reviewing comedy before they
Some
were.
of the best. Nothing I like better than
Well, I
watching.
know one guy that's reviewing comedy.
Yeah, we don't have to get into that.
Okay. Folks, let's take a second and talk about Factor.
Ooh.
Come on now.
A couple of Factor heads in this room.
We got Factor heads going crazy. A throuple of Factor heads in this room. Eating better is easy with Factor's delicious and ready-to-eat meals. Every fresh, never frozen meal is chef-crafted, dietitian approved, and ready to go in just 2 minutes. And you'll have over 35 options to choose from every week, including Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Also, there's more than 60 add-ons to help you stay fueled and keep you feeling good all day long. What are you waiting for? Get started today and get after your goals. I mean, the meals at Factor are genuinely mind-blowing.
Tasty.
That they are sending them to you, like they said, always fresh, but that they taste so good and that they're delivered in this way. I mean, you get the box of Factor meals. It's like a holiday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bounty.
You know what's
literal
crazy
bounty
is
that has arrived.
they all come, or typically you get yours on Monday.
Right.
That's when I get mine.
Of course. Same.
And you got to go down. I go down to my lobby of my room. There's Factor boxes everywhere. You got to find
Everybody's
which
getting
one's
them.
yours because everyone is getting them.
Yes, exactly.
It's the new wave. Head to factormeals.com/sun50 and use code sun50 to get 50% off. That's code sun50 at factormeals.com/sun50 to get 50% off. Alrighty, let's talk about Game Time.
Game Time.
Game Time is the official ticking partner of Barstool Sports, and it's our favorite fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you.
That's right.
So if you want to go see perhaps Ronnie Chang at the
Orpheum Theater.
directly next
Madison,
to Comedy on Stage.
Wisconsin, directly next to where we perform.
Are you
His
serious?
line-
That we had to
I love
navigate
him.
through his line in
No
order
way.
to go to our show, which had no line. And we looked at his line and thought, maybe some of these people are in the wrong
They might
line.
be reading in the wrong
Not
line.
one. Not one.
And you got to assume tickets to that show are pretty pricey, so that's why you should use Game Time.
Well, you
Last
can get a
minute
better
tickets,
deal.
Flash deals, zone deals.
Yes.
See, he's performing in rooms so big that you actually can pick which zone you want to sit in.
Yeah, you could get crowd work. You could get splash zone, nosebleeds, whatever you want, honestly. But they're all a great deal because it's with Game Time. You pick where you want to sit. You get to, I mean, you're right up front to Chang,
Yeah.
which
and
is the
look,
dream.
You want to be as close as you can when you're at a show like that. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code BOYDAD for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code BOYDAD for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Well,
So those kids, they reviewed his special. They reviewed Shane's special.
yeah, they did, but I didn't watch that one.
Yeah.
But I watched the one where they reviewed Bill Burr.
I really don't, in a lot of senses, don't have I don't want to hear someone's review of a comedy special. I don't care.
No.
what
No,
they
but I
think.
don't really care when they review the music either. I just like to see their reactions.
I like to see if they like a new song for the first, if they're just bopping along, fucking making a stank face.
But they never really give bad reviews.
Right. Because if they're going to be listening to a song, it's going to be great.
They'll listen to the worst song ever and they'll be like, holy shit.
Well, I think
That was
music
different.
is
That
the
was
most
different.
broadly subjective thing. They're even the worst. If you say you don't like country music, but a country music song is really popular, that's still, there's merit to that song, whether it's not your cup of tea or not. It's still the best country music that's being put out because it's really popular and
True.
there's a very wide swath of people that like it. I think with comedy, it's a little bit more narrow.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even like to watch movie previews. I'd
No,
rather
no.
hear if a movie's good, but I feel like previews these days,
Dude,
they're giving
fucking it up.
everything
They're
away.
destroying
They're
them.
fucking the game up.
Yeah.
It's because previews used to be they would be that old voice and it would be like,
In a
world where Brad Pitt.
One man,
Yeah.
one desire.
And now it's just a compilation of the whole movie. They just shorten the movie and show you everything that happens.
Right. It's starting with the explosions and
Yeah.
the most tense scenes.
Dude, if you're going to watch a preview, you got to cut it at 30 seconds in.
In the Oscars last night, they did the shortened preview version of the holdovers, and one of the parts of the 20 seconds they showed was the last scene of the movie.
Yeah.
It's that's the end.
Yeah.
Now you know what happens at the end of the movie.
I
It's
know.
fucking stupid as hell.
Shit's crazy.
I like
Did you
that
watch
movie.
the Oscars?
Yes,
Well, the whole thing?
of course.
Yeah, me too.
I love the
Really?
culture.
Yeah, I watched it because I watched the Grammys, and the Grammys were great. The Oscars wasn't as fun.
Because I don't know. I like, how are you going to say who's the best? What's the best edited movie? I don't even know what the fuck they had to work with. Like,
I would have
editing.
thought Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer won most of the awards.
I watch Oppenheimer, and I can't believe how many cuts there are.
Yeah. I guess
the
that's
amount
a
of
sign
editing
good
that if you were to look at Christopher Nolan's Adobe Premiere screen, you'd be like, holy shit,
iMovie.
dude.
Do you guys know what do they use to edit a movie like that? It can't be. They're
Whatever the fuck, Final Cut
What?
Pro.
Da Vinci? Okay, that makes
You know who
DaVinci
won it, though?
Resolve.
A woman. A woman edited that, and it seemed like she went up there alone. It seemed like she did it single-handedly.
For
Probably.
Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
She won Best Editor?
Yes. Did you see that?
Yeah.
But she went up every other award. There's like 8 people going up.
Yeah.
John Lennon's son won an award.
Really?
Did you see that? John Lennon and Yoko Ono's son won an award.
No, I didn't see that.
For like best short, animated short. Which has to be bullshit. I feel like we got to throw an animated short in there.
Dude, did you see what Jimmy Kimmel said about that?
What?
Well, to be honest, I can't really defend them because I think when they said animated short, I put it on mute because I didn't care. But he was like, we're gonna do animated shorts now, and he's like, we all let our kids fill out this part of the ballot, right? And I was like, damn, dude, that's kind of insulting to the people that are nominated for that award.
It's a shot at them for sure.
I mean, like, none of us actually give a fuck about this shit, right?
And they're not even like kids' movies. Like, this was a protest movie.
Yeah.
It was called War is Over.
Yeah.
It was like about like, I don't know,
Why do you
muting it.
Why do you mute something you're watching instead of just changing the channel?
Oh, because I was playing video games simultaneously.
But why do you need the sound for video games?
Top 10 dumbest questions you've ever asked. Footsteps, bro.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. In Warzone, you got to be able to hear footsteps.
I don't play Warzone.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not playing fucking Madden where you need no sound. I need to be locked in.
Okay, all I play is Madden, bro.
Bro, we got to get you a console.
I will get a console. I'll get a console right now.
Yeah? I got to buy a PS5.
Let's buy a PS5. Let's see if they have a discount on them. I heard they took the New York PS5 to Chicago, though. The boys downstairs were up in arms.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
They're like, this just happened this week.
Yeah, they probably sent someone down here. They would probably have rather had sent someone down to pick it up rather than be like, let's just get another one.
They did.
Yeah.
Someone took it out
Max, you're going to New York. You gotta get the PS5.
Clemmer's fucking up the stream. Go take their PS5. They've embarrassed us. Go take their fucking joy.
We got an email. Actually, I guess we can't say that.
What?
We got an email to participate in some sort of content in Chicago.
Mm.
And they were like, you've been selected. You have been selected as one of as one of New York's top recruits.
Yeah. Congratulations, recruit.
You were coming to Chicago for 2 days.
Congratulations, cadet. You've been selected for a top secret mission.
It's like fucking Big Cat calls you like Bill Belichick in the draft in the dynasty.
You ready to play for Chicago, son?
Hey, great news. We got you. You're coming out to Chicago for 2 days. You ready?
Whatever you need, coach. I'm just happy to be considered. Changed my family's life. I'll always appreciate it.
I always love when they cut to Belichick in real time and he's just sitting with like...
Yeah, he's so angry.
He's looking down at the camera. Like, fuck. When I was there...
I don't believe I have anything else to add to that.
Yeah. Like I said, man. No comment. That was 15 years ago.
15 years ago. That's in the past.
He's like the dude from Men in Black that like the alien who's like pretending to be a human. He's like, sugar. I need more sugar. Like he's just like a fucking barely human.
Yeah.
He's got, I mean,
they're dragging him, dude.
I wonder what
It's
level.
a hit piece.
What?
It's the whole Dynasty show is a Belichick hit piece. You can have one of those.
Yeah, satisfy
One.
that sweet tooth. No, have as many as you want.
Gonna have
Francis.
one.
You can have as many as you want. I'm done
Gonna
with
have
them.
one.
Have as many as you want.
You're not done with these, Sass.
They're
What?
so good.
But they I
Share
saw they
size.
included the core four:
I know. Prez.
Prez, Gaz, Fights, Hank,
Lockwood.
the Beasts, the Made Men.
Lock. Prez.
Locke, shout out to
Kaczynski.
Locke.
Golsinski. Yeah.
I tried to say one time I was trying to meet up with Gaz. We were in like the Hamptons. He was like, "Come to this bar," and I tried to like. It was like I guess an exclusive bar, and I went to the door and I tried to say his name and I couldn't say it.
Oh yeah. What is it?
Golsinski. I guess Glazinski. Is it?
I thought
Glazinski?
I thought it was
Glizzy.
Glazinski.
No, it's Gull. It's
Golsinski.
Yeah, and that's what.
G-U-L-Z-Y-N-Z-S-K-I.
And the bouncer was like looking at like he was like, "Are you fucking retarded drunk right now? Like what is going on?" I was, but Glazinski.
Dude, having to say your name at a door is one of the most anxiety-inducing things because you know your name or the name that you're giving is just never going to be on the list. Like every time they've been like, "Yeah, just say your name when you get to the door," and then I get to the door and I'm like, "Harry," and they're like, "No, we got nothing." They're like, "Who told you about this? Because you're definitely not supposed to be here."
I've been using this new app that it's like a New York reservations app, and you can take someone else's reservation so they don't have to pay the fee,
Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
which is very useful. But like you'll get to the door and you have to say their name,
Oh, yeah.
and like
What's that called? Tell me later.
Yeah. Well, it's not that big of a deal, but it's like you'll get to the door and like check the name, and it'll be like an Asian guy's name.
Oh yeah.
Like 2 for Feng, 2 for Dashon Feng.
I took my wife's name. She's white too.
Yeah, she's right with you.
Adopted.
2 for Rapmus Miani.
That's so
like
funny.
a fucking like a full Indian name.
That's a great
It's
idea
like,
for
bro,
an app.
we know that's not you.
Yeah.
It is a great.
Dude, speaking of being at doors, we went to a college bar on State Street.
I didn't.
What
I never went out.
what's it called? The Crazy Corner, the KK.
The
Isn't there?
KK
That
is the
one-
big one.
We
KK
heard
is the
about
big
that
one.
one. We didn't go to that one. We went to the other one. Do you remember what it was called?
No, because I didn't go to any of them.
Right.
You and Mook went.
Me,
Luke and
Mook,
Francis got like blackout
and my buddy.
drunk.
My buddy drove
Good.
over from Milwaukee, and we went to this college bar.
Good.
And they were serving beer out of plastic cups.
Yes. It's sticky floor.
Sticky floor. It was Mother's Weekend, and all these frat dudes were there with their moms. Just like frat dude, mother. Drinking shots of Jameson out of little plastic shot cups.
That's amazing. That's probably great for the moms. That's probably such
They
a
were
nice
having a
weekend
good
for the moms.
time. And we were having a good time, and we got after it a little there, and then we went across the street to this other bar.
Because if you're a mom who has a kid in a frat, you still want to be like a hot younger woman and you
Yeah,
know,
fuck some of her
fuck
son's
something,
friends.
or
They
at least
were
be like, hey,
young
on.
moms. I
Yes.
was surprised at
Yes.
how young these moms were.
Exactly, and they
Yeah.
want to be, and they probably present younger than they even are.
Yeah,
Right.
They're trying to fuck something.
that's gotta suck though if you're that kid, and you're like, why is my mom dressed like a whore right now?
Why is my mom making out with Mook?
Why is my mom wearing a push-up bra? What the
Yeah.
fuck?
The fuck it. Mom, you never dress like this. Put
I'm
the
calling
pajama
Dad.
pants back on. Call Dad. It'd be hilarious. Dad, Mom's fucking my friend in the bathroom.
There were a bunch of moms at the shows.
Yeah. A lot of moms.
Dad, Mom is giving giving Jacob sloppy toppy. They're always named Jacob.
Oh yeah,
The frat
a lot
brothers.
of Jacobs.
Lots of. So you guys, Mook, your boy from
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, the good land, are out getting shit faced.
Well,
that's
Mook
that's how it
was-
should be.
Mook was leading the charge because he was on one. I think he was getting DMs from
Viagra.
girls. Chicks hit him up.
Never, no one's as horny as Mook.
Is he really?
Mook hits the road. Dude, Mook ended the Saturday show being like, hit me up if anyone wants to party.
I didn't know he did that.
Yeah, he did
no
that.
wonder
His
he
set,
gets so
or he
many
like
DMs.
went back on
He
stage.
went back on stage to close the show after Francis got off and was like, and by the way, like anyone, like I'm trying to get fucked up tonight, so hit me up.
Yeah.
with a shirt with his ad on it.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, so he was just like leading us down the street.
By your dicks.
And I was, my buddy wanted to go out too. So I was like, all right, let's do it. And
Madison's a cute town too. Like the right in the center of town's like is that
Yep.
the Capitol,
Yeah,
state
yeah, it's
Capitol?
we're
right,
right next
there,
to the Capitol.
this Capitol building.
I like the layout.
That's okay.
Who was it? Was it the culprit?
Someone was coming in here with a purpose.
Nope.
Someone was coming here to start fucking breaking shit. I went home and looked at some mock drafts. I had tape to review.
He went home, but that's okay. We went out, and then we went across the street to a bar that had a band, and then they were serving beer that they had dyed green for St. Patrick's Day, even though I feel like we're still a bit of a way off from St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, about a week out.
You were just drinking green beer, bro.
Yeah. And another round of shots, dancing for the band.
Beers, dancing, bros.
At one point. And Mook's in there with his fucking backpack on, dancing.
Mook's trying to take something home with his backpack on?
He brings his laptop so he can watch shit.
But still, why is he bringing his backpack to the bar?
I don't know, man. It was a bad look.
Yeah, he's not going to bring anything home. It looks like he's trying to chop something up and fucking...
But it also, I will say,
those
backpack at a
cameras.
college bar is not that bad of a look because that's pretty popular.
It's not that good of a look on a Saturday night. What?
He'll come up with any excuse he can to not go home with a girl.
But I thought you said he's horny.
He is.
So reconcile those two things.
He's just trying to get off.
You need to like treat him like a unfixed dog and just from time to time jerk him off.
Oh yeah,
just to get him right.
I was there for the express purpose of trying to provide company and support and wingman a little bit for him.
Of course.
And then the next morning at breakfast, he gave me this long list of reasons for why he had basically chosen to go home alone. And I was like, well, if I'd known all of those things, I'm not so sure that I would have
done the shots.
Done all the stuff. And then I was in so much pain.
Oh, I know that. Fucking drinking some cheap ass shots, some cheap ass college.
Such a headache. It was like a headache in the back of my head that just wouldn't go away.
He had a classic Rone hangover.
Couldn't shake it.
You look bad. You look stinky.
I looked awful. I had this sty on my eye.
Sty doubled in size over the night.
It was disgusting.
Golf ball sty.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucking nasty.
Tough.
I tried to get him an eye patch. Like, no one wants to see that shit, bro.
Nobody wanted to see it.
It's funny to go out in a college town, though. That is nice, especially with like a little bit of a purpose. It's not like you're up there just you're there for work, so you might as well just party up.
Yeah, but then Saturday night, I saw the wisdom of Sass's ways, and I am here to say that I am officially sober.
No,
Francis drinks so much.
No, I am. This is day 2.
Really?
I'm 2 days sober.
Get him his chip.
You don't get the chip, bro.
I'm 2
Chip
days sober.
Kelly.
And it's not that fun for me anymore. That's okay. Is something going on, miss?
Bro, there's clearly a fucking gangbang that they're attempting to do.
What do we not know about what this room is being used for?
The only things in this room are the old Pat Bev studio and our studio, and people are coming in and out of here. Ooh, I didn't know anyone was going to be in here.
Hey,
what the fuck?
You guys work here? Hey, I haven't seen you guys in here before.
Oh, I was coming here to crush a nap.
It's like that episode of Friends where Ross finds out that the one place where his book that he wrote in the library is the area of the library where people come to fuck. And so he goes back there to protect that hallway. But then he meets a woman who actually likes his book, and then he fucks her there.
I saw that. Yeah, someone just came in and twisted off their dildo as it was buzzing. Oh, I'm sorry. Jeez, that's embarrassing.
It is crazy. I wonder what's going on. There's something that's about to happen in here, or that
has been happening.
That they think is going to happen in here.
Yeah, they said everything was off the wall in here. Like the plants were knocked over. Everything was just askew. Somebody has been fucking around with this room.
I bet if you flip these cushions over, it's just dry cum everywhere.
I bet you can't even flip them over.
Yeah, they're glued down.
Yeah, it's like peeling off some Velcro.
Yeah.
But it's just thick ropes of fucking...
Someone just pressed their face against the underside like Han Solo and Carbonite.
Dude, Francis, I was telling you earlier, there's this awesome new restaurant in our neighborhood that I'm super excited about.
Talk to me.
I went there on Friday night, like, let's just try it out. It's never even that busy. I sat down and it was so good. But I asked one of the people that was like pouring waters or something, I was like, what's good? And they like had this panic look on their face. And they're like, lo siento, no hablo inglés. Like, I was just like, oh, está bien. No, está bien. They were loving it. And then through the course of the night, word got out through the kitchen staff that I spoke Spanish.
Really?
They started sending over different people to like speak Spanish. They're like, we hear you speak Spanish. Like, and they're like making me like
Traditional
like
Chilean food.
they weren't even making me food. They were making me speak Spanish. They were, and I have like 5 words of Spanish. Like I have like a little bit of kitchen Spanish and like 8 years of college Spanish. I learned more in the kitchen, and they just kept on sending people out, and they're like, how's your night going? I was like, oh, muy divertido. Like everything's good. And then, like one of the ladies, like her English, she had absolutely no English. Some of them had like
the final
a mix.
boss.
Huh?
She was the final boss.
They sent over the final boss to like mess with me,
Yeah.
and I thought she was saying like, "How's everything? Is everything good?" She's like something like Toto. I was like, "Oh, Totos," and I was like, "Yeah, everything." Like, like
she
basically,
cleared the table.
No, she said, and then she was like, I heard, or like they clarified it, and she was like saying like, "Estás famoso?" Like, are you famous? And my response to that was, everything. Everything. Yeah, I'm famous. Everything. Yeah, I do everything. I was so fucking embarrassed.
That's hilarious.
No estoy famoso. Lo siento. Por favor, poder seguir porque Dios es
Why
amor.
were you getting a bunch of people coming up to you?
No, not even really, but like I think the maitre d' was being really nice, so he must have
Stooly.
He must have been. I don't
Viva.
know. But he didn't break, like he didn't say anything, but I don't know why she asked that. She just asked it randomly. Maggie Gyllenhaal was there. That's real famoso.
Damn.
That's true famoso.
Whoa.
Mucho
Was
famoso.
she there with her
Mucho
husband,
famoso.
Peter something?
I don't know. I don't know who her husband is. Is
I've
he
seen him.
famoso?
Famous actor.
Toto.
You'd know him.
Extraordinario.
He was in,
famoso.
yes, he's a great actor. He was in The Orphan. He was in Jarhead. He was in
That's how I know him.
Garden State.
I love. Wait, Sarsgaard? Peter Sarsgaard?
That's right, Peter Sarsgaard.
Oh, dude, I would have. I feel like I would have noticed him. I could only. She was in like the light was.
That's
like
her
hitting
husband.
her.
I think they live in Brooklyn Heights. And one time I saw him working out at the YMCA gym,
What?
and I was like,
He must have been training for a role
Come on, dude.
as like a recovering drug
You're
addict.
doing better than this.
What were you doing
I
there?
love your work. Can I pay for your Equinox membership?
Yeah, that's the
You know,
least you could do.
Is the YMCA bad? I always thought it was like supposed to be really good.
No, that's a good
I know
place
it's
to
the
get
gay
MRSA.
one.
It's okay. It's good for pickup basketball and stuff, but it's not good for like.
It's good for
working
wrestling
out.
mat diseases.
Yeah, I knew that's like where AIDS started. Isn't that what they say? Or no, it used to be an old gay hookup club.
The YMCA did?
I believe so. Yeah,
Young Men's Christian Association.
yeah.
It sounds like
Or
it.
like Young Men's Cock Association.
Yes, young men's cock ass. Young man cock ass.
Young male cock and ass. We just leave it as an ampersand.
Yeah,
we don't
exactly.
really put
the and
the
is
A.
silent.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, but you have to try this restaurant. It was so fucking good. It was amazing.
We'll go. We're gonna
Pasta and the wines. And a
Oh.
South African white.
Oh,
go.
Price point was nice too.
a nice
Wow.
Sauvignon Blanc.
It was a Chenin Blanc.
A
but-
Chenin.
A Chenin
Nice.
Blanc.
Chenin Blanc.
Yeah, I guess I'll just do one of the Chinoon Blancs.
Do you have any high noon blancs? I'll do
I'll just do a watermelano Hainuno.
Oh, estás famoso. Ah, muy bien. ¿Hablaste?
No, mi padrón es muy famoso. He's on the can, actually.
Oh man, yeah, we gotta
Patron? My boss?
get-
Not sure. Bus.
How do you say
Cada
boss?
persona es mi amigo. No entiendo, boss.
Muy bien. Muy bien.
Muy freaking bien, my boys.
Sí.
Oh man, I'd love to have you if you want to come to the dinner too, Sass.
Oh man, I'd love to.
No, you don't.
Just put them on your other side.
Those steaks look fucking 2-3 inches thick.
Yeah, they were a little too thick.
A little too big. We wrapped them up. Everyone wrapped them up to follow through with that social sort of. It was a supper club, small sort of family-owned restaurant. They haven't changed in years, and out of respect, we said we'd like to go boxes because we didn't eat everything, and they were like, okay, you too, to Sass, and he was like, no. Just
And then
throw it
guess
all
where
out.
all of the food ended up?
It doesn't matter where it
And
went.
in the fridge, the comedy club, and it never left.
It doesn't matter. As long as they think there's a chance you'll eat it. You were like, just throw it all out. Get rid of it. I don't even want to bring it
I was
home
like,
with
I'm
me.
stuffed, and I'm not
And you
gonna
don't
eat
eat
more
it
than
either.
that.
None of you back there in the kitchen eat
throw
it
it away.
either.
I want to
You-
see it in the trash.
Yeah.
You owe them the grace of saying, I love this so much, but I'm full. I'd like to take it out with me because I couldn't imagine not finishing the food.
As
you
someone
made
who
me.
worked in the restaurant business for 2 years, no one gives a fuck.
Some
They're actually
people-
probably more happy when you don't. 'Cause then you go
Food
back
waste
and
is
you
a
No, eat it.
eat it
major
up.
problem. Major problem.
What I like to do is I'll chew it up and spit it back onto my plate so
Exactly.
no
Yeah,
one
yeah,
can
yeah,
touch
yeah.
it. Just a purposefully mar
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Just so no one even has a chance to repurpose it in the back.
Do you
Good
know that
fucking
story
shot.
about Eddie Griffin?
No, the
Do
comedian.
you know that story?
No.
The story about Eddie Griffin, the comedian?
No, what did he do?
Apparently, the story goes that he, in his rider, he has this thing that's like, I want 4 new pairs of white Air Force Ones waiting for me in the green room when I come perform.
Classic.
And
New one every night.
something like that. And he sells out.
One
So,
to use, one to lose.
Yeah. And
That's what I asked
This-
for too.
this person who worked at the club scoured town collecting these sneakers for him. Delivered on the rider thing. And then the shows happened. He didn't wear a single pair. And then the end of the last show, he's like leaving. And the staff is like, oh shit, we're going to get to take those Air Force Ones with us. And he put them in the trash and poured ketchup all over them so that no one else could wear them.
Jesus Christ. That's crazy.
That's so funny. That's so vindictive. What could make him want to do that?
That must
How
be some
crazy is
weird
that?
sort of.
Fuck
That is
y'all,
allegedly
crackers.
the story. I have no idea if that's true, but that is what I was told.
That's got to be some sort of like fetish. What would make anyone do that?
It's the thing of like, if I can't have them, then no one can.
Yeah, but he can have them,
It
and
just
they
didn't
got
want
them for him to have.
It's a power thing. I don't know.
I want to make sure no one has these.
Yeah.
Just teasing people all weekend. But Undercover Brother was one of the funniest
Bro,
movies I've ever
Eddie
seen
Griffin
in my life.
is hysterical.
He's the goat.
Have you ever seen Undercover Brother?
No,
Oh my god!
I used to
dude.
love that movie Take Two. I think it was called Take Two.
What was that? What was that one?
it was the sequel to Take One.
That's why he's the king. That's why he's the headliner.
Did you see the video I sent you about me and Sass on the plane?
Yeah, that was really good too.
He knew he had my phone secretly down here, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Just wait."
No, you didn't say anything.
Yeah. Hey.
Hello. Come on
It's
in.
Owen.
Oh, it's Owen.
Come
Okay.
on in, Owen.
So people have been coming to the door, Owen, and we know that there's like some kind of fuck session that's going on in this room.
People keep coming in here like they were expecting a meeting, and then they leave instantly.
So a dude came in like unbuckling his pants as he opened the door.
Alrighty, everybody, let's talk about The Gentleman. They say a gentleman always keeps his word, but I can't repeat any of the words that the weed-dealing, gambling, murdering aristocrats say in The Gentleman.
You couldn't even say aristocrats, much less any of the words that he says.
Exactly.
It's tough words over at The Gentleman, but it's not a tough watch, I'll tell you that much.
No,
Easy
and
on the
it
eyes.
is Guy Ritchie's first TV show ever, only on Netflix. Look, if you know anything about me, you know I'm a very big
You're a
Guy
Ritchie,
Ritchie
you're a
fan.
guy.
I'm a
Or
guy's
a
guy.
guy's guy.
Exactly.
Heck
I love
yes.
Guy Ritchie. I love all of his work. That movie that he did with Gyllenhaal, phenomenal. Probably not as good as The Gentleman, though.
Oh, no.
The
Theo
Gentleman.
James puts Jake Gyllenhaal under the table.
It's based on his award-winning film. The Gentleman series stars Theo James and a whole new cast of criminal lords and ladies slumming it in Britain's criminal underworld. Guns out and pinkies up. Watch what
Very
happens
nice.
next when you try and play gangsters at their own game. Don't miss The Gentleman, now playing only on Netflix. Alrighty, let's talk about BetterHelp. A
Yes,
lot of
sir.
us spend our lives wishing we had more time.
More time. I could
How
use
much
it.
time do we have? I always wish I had more. The question is, time for what? If time was unlimited, how would you use it?
I would use
Me?
it for BetterHelp.
For BetterHelp.
Yes.
The best way to squeeze the special thing into your schedule is to know what's important to you and make it a priority. Therapy can help you find what matters to you so you can do more of it. I actually used BetterHelp, and me and my therapist came to the conclusion that Call of Duty Warzone is what really matters to me, and I am now playing an extra hour every day. We bumped from 2 hours a day to 3 hours. If you... Well, we do play 2 hours a day every day, and
you used to.
Well, now we're playing 3. I had a discussion. I got the team together, and we said 3 hours.
And the good thing about the therapist is you can pick your own therapist, and if you want to switch at any time, you can. So if they're prescribing you the wrong amount of Call of Duty, you really can just hop to another therapist seamlessly.
It's entirely online. Designated to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Learn to make time for what makes you happy with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/son to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/son.
The room was trashed when we walked in.
Yeah. So there's problems. We'll work it out.
Heads
are going to roll. Look, heads are going to roll.
Oh, no. Heads are going to roll for sure. This shit is
love
not
heads are going to
sweet.
roll. It's one of my favorite phrases. After Smitty said that at Most Dangerous Games, and then 0 heads rolled.
Eyes rolled.
Smitty, after the whole fucking Billy football, Jordan, Woodruff, and Sydney Wells thing happened at Most Dangerous Games, there was like we had a breakfast, and there was like, Smitty was causing like a fucking scene at this like mom and pop diner in upstate New York. And I remember the waitress coming over and being like, "What do you guys want for drinks?" And I was like, "I'll do a water or whatever." And then Smitty sitting there and he's like, "I swear heads are gonna fucking roll." And then she goes to him and she goes, "What do you want to drink?" And then he's in the middle of yelling about heads are rolling, and then he turns and he goes, "Iced tea." and he turns his head back and continues yelling. It was so funny.
Heads are gonna roll. That's awesome.
I remember I went to the bathroom because I was like, this is too embarrassing. I can't be around this.
Yeah, because I think that the people who are getting in trouble weren't the people who were responsible.
Oh no! Happened. Well, the only person responsible for what happened was Billy Football,
right? And like
Billy Football was blackout drunk at that point.
Why were other people getting in trouble for that?
Because the girls were made to be scared in the middle of the night, and Smitty was protecting the women at the camp, but like it wasn't the.
Was he trying to breed with them?
No, I think he was trying to get their votes, to be fully honest. I think he was playing that like
okay.
Smitty?
Billy.
Oh no. Smitty I think was trying to get their votes. Smitty made it to top 3.
Yes.
And then I lost it for both of us and he was pissed.
Yeah, you fucked him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nasty of you. But shouts to him.
Did he want you to vote for him?
He wanted me to vote for him, yeah, but he was not wrong. If I voted for him, I would have won. He just didn't want Tommy to win.
Yeah.
So, and you voted for Tommy.
And then I voted for Tommy because I assumed that no one was
So you were the deciding vote for Tommy.
Because the whole game, everyone was like, we got to get Tommy out. And then I was like, if I vote for Tommy, that's just a vote going nowhere because no one's going to vote for Tommy. It turned out everyone voted for Tommy.
Including you.
Including me.
And I lost in Tommy's pocket. It would have been a tie. There would have been a runoff.
He's a master.
Yeah. He got your ass good.
Yeah.
He embarrassed your ass good.
That's why he's the GOAT.
That's right. Except for during Storm Chasers, dude.
I know. Dude, that tweet that you sent, if I was on Storm Chasers, I probably would have like gone back to my room and cried. I probably would have been like, we let him down, dude.
No, they were like texting me like pissed off. They're like, why the fuck would you say that?
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
I was just like, the Storm Chasers have let me down this year.
Year.
You go find that storm.
Yeah, it was clearly not like that serious of a thing.
Uh-huh.
I was like, you create the storm.
You make the storm.
Oh.
And then, yeah, Tommy his feelings were hurt. He was texting me, hurt about it. But I just wanted them to go and like whoop it up and fucking make some great content for the company. And not to piss on the brand that fucking we created.
I know.
This beautiful brand. But yeah, he was very hurt by it. And I apologize, but then
Or
I
maybe
saw
he's not the GOAT.
some snark from
Maybe
Nicky
he's the
Smokes.
woat.
Yeah, he could be woted.
He might be woted.
Calling someone the woat. Oh,
He
man.
might be the woat. But then I knew that I was justified because the Eagles snatched Saquon Barkley from his precious Giants today.
So I got to talk about that. That's fucking nuts.
Tommy Smokes is double crying.
That is that's pretty crazy. That's pretty huge for the Eagles.
You like that?
No, I hate it, but it is like that's gonna make them
Better
already a
offensively.
Super Bowl contender.
But you can't. Super Bowls aren't won in March. You know.
Kind of are.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll tell you who's not a Super Bowl contender right now is the Patriots.
No, they signed
All
Antonio
they've done is
Gibson.
fired all of their players and their head coach and signed not good players.
Yeah, it doesn't look.
And they're gonna fuck up the draft somehow.
Well, what about Mac Jones? At least they still have him, right?
No, they lost Mac.
What?
They lost Jones.
No.
Dude, I have his jersey at home and I don't even know what to do with it anymore.
I mean,
Start using it as a towel or something?
Yeah.
Wipe my ass with it?
I think in the ancient Roman times they would have affixed it to the end of a stick and wiped ass with it.
Yeah.
I think that's what you have to do.
I think my best bet would be hope that he becomes this insanely, like maybe the best player of all time, and then I'll have the original Patriots Mac Jones jersey. That would probably go for some money.
A better bet is that everyone forgets about him, and then you pull the jersey out in like 5 years, and everyone's like, "Yo, fucking Mac Jones! That's a fucking classic."
But will they do that? I think it would probably be if Mac Jones
Fair, they might not.
If Mac Jones became if something insane happened, because he's only on his third season in the NFL, right?
Fourth now, right?
This will be his fourth. So if he somehow wins the next 7 Super Bowls in a row, say Trevor Lawrence gets injured, someone breaks his kneecaps, me perhaps, and Mac Jones becomes the starter for the Jaguars and they win the next 7 Super Bowls, do you think that my original Mac Jones jersey would go for a lot of money or no?
It will never go for money. Why are you trying to buy it like a fucking cryptocurrency?
I'm trying
and
to
flip it.
Sell it.
Yeah, but it wasn't an investment.
Well, now it is an investment.
No, it was never an investment.
So it doesn't have like trading card.
A jersey never. You're not buying jerseys for their resale value. You're buying them because you're prideful about that player. That's your favorite player.
Yeah, but now he's not on the team anymore, so now he's not my favorite player at all. He's probably not even within my top 25 favorite players.
We're in a sunk cost fallacy right now. You're chasing something that has no value.
Yeah, but so it doesn't have the same trading value as cards.
It'd be
like if you had like an original Tom Brady Michigan jersey. That's just going for what? Still $40?
No, well, Tom Brady's a different case.
But that's why I'm saying if he wins the next 7 Super Bowls, he becomes the greatest quarterback.
If you have
of all
a
time.
Brady jersey, it's just like a jersey.
I'll say this. Someone offered me a signed James Harden Brooklyn Nets authentic jersey for free. Yeah. And I was like, I'm not even going to take that.
Yeah.
All right, so no. So the answer is no. This is a hard no.
I don't even want to carry that.
I can't believe you thought that you were going to get value for this ever.
I don't know. I thought maybe it's something because they're not going to make Mac Jones.
Have you ever had a jersey before?
They're not going to. No, it's
they
my
don't
first
appreciate.
Jersey. But it's if they're not going to have.
You're not buying stock in him.
But I think what I'm trying to say is that they're not making Mac Jones Patriots jerseys anymore. There's probably not a lot of people that bought them in the first place.
A lot of the time when a player like that gets traded or does something that just completely ruins their reputation, sometimes those pro shops will even buy those jerseys back from you.
Yes, they'll buy them
at
back
a discount or something like that.
They'll buy the whole rack out and like throw them in the garbage and like just to keep the heater going. Like they'll just keep them like they'll burn them like a tire fire.
So then maybe down the road I'll be the only person that still has a Mac Jones Patriots
Their
jersey.
value has never been lower. If you go into a fucking Foreman Mills
but once Mac Jones becomes the greatest to ever do it, then it will go up. Then people will be like, oh my God, that's the only Mac Jones.
Yeah, but then
Patriots
someone
jersey
could
ever.
immediately just buy a personalized Patriots jersey with Mac
that
Jones'
is what's bringing down the
name
value,
on it.
is that you are able to just
make
customize
you could make a
jerseys.
Mac Jones jersey at any time. What do you mean?
What if I get it signed?
Honestly, you have a better chance of it being worth something if something horrific happens to him.
What if I get it signed by Mac Jones?
A little better.
With the date. Like before he starts playing for the
Like
Jaguars.
you backdate a check?
Yeah. Yeah. What if I get in touch with him in the next 6 months before football starts again?
I think you have a better chance of like putting the date as like 2012. And
Mac Jones.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Like, and you forge like a historical document out of it. Like he called his shot that he was going to be on the Patriots.
That could be big.
Mac Jones at rock bottom.
When
I think he would be
this
willing.
is the before picture.
I think if you're at that point in your career, you're willing to travel to sign a jersey. Or maybe like I'll mail it to him and then he'll send it back.
He might do that.
No, just see if he'll fly to New York for it.
Dude, I mean,
Let's have him on
true.
the pod.
I'll have him. Yeah, let's have him on the
Let's have him
pod.
on the pod.
Yeah, and he'll open for me.
Mac Jones on
Well,
the
I'll
pod.
go down. I'll do Laugh Boston. I'll do a one-nighter there.
No, he's in Jacksonville now. We got to go down.
Do you think he's already there?
Yeah, we got to go to the Ville.
Fuck.
We got to go to Duval. We got to go to the worst city.
I don't want to go to fucking Jacksonville.
No,
Lil
it's not
Sasquatch
fun.
becomes Lil Duval.
That sucks. I don't want to go there.
Didn't you fall asleep in the Delta Lounge listening to Lil Duval? I remember that about you.
I saw a guy propose to his girlfriend in the tailgate outside a Jaguars game after he did a mayonnaise pool belly flop competition.
No.
That's awesome.
Was he a fat white?
He was
Skinny
something
black,
else.
believe it or not.
Something else. And I think he used like a ring pop or something to propose. He was
She must
covered,
have
he was
been
covered in
thrilled.
mayonnaise. Covered.
That's what every girl wants.
That's every little girl's dream.
She was like, he was getting down on his knee and the crowd was going nuts. And I was like, don't say yes.
Honestly,
She was probably like, no, please no, not right now.
they're definitely faking it
Yeah.
for the
Yep.
attention of the moment.
Might be, well, actually, this did not seem like a couple that was,
Yeah.
this was a big highlight.
He
for them.
saved up for the ring pop.
Yeah.
Did he clear the mayonnaise off of himself?
No, he had it all through his hair and everything.
Oh my
Disgusting.
God.
That's disgusting. Mayonnaise is not a good
I heard
thing
it's
to be
good.
covered
It's a
in.
good hair product.
Dude, it probably is.
The guy from 90 Day, from 90 Day Fiance, Big Ed, used to put mayonnaise in his hair.
Really? That's not surprising. He's a big guy.
He's a thumb. Yeah.
He's a chunky little guy.
He's incredible. It's so much more fun to say mayonnaise
Mayonnaise.
instead of
Naturally,
mayonnaise.
we called our stuff Gatorade.
Naturally, I grease my hair with mayonnaise. Oh man,
So Saquon's going to the Birds.
Saquon to the
Look,
Birds.
that's
I
going
mean,
to take a lot of pressure off of Jalen. He's not going to have to be the star.
but you look at
star.
it this way: the team with the highest paid running back has never won the Super Bowl. But then you look at it this way: the pendulum could be swinging the other way as far as the running back market, and you're looking at what the 49ers did with McCaffrey, and you're like, hey, let's see if we can replicate that.
Yeah.
Then you look at it this way: in Los Angeles last year with the Chargers, Brandon Staley, when he was their offensive coordinator, he was under fire for not running the ball enough. But then you look at it this way: the Eagles' offensive line.
I don't know if I can look at it any more ways.
That's so many ways.
Oh, I've got like at least 10 more ways.
We're being
in me.
truly
Getting
circumspect. We're being so goddamn circumspect about this that we're looking at it from all angles.
Yes, we are.
You just got to hope they're going to use him the right way. Because Sirianni.
They might have to split him out wide. That's what I'm saying.
I'm thinking bring him out wide.
Split him out wide, but then are you going to pay Devontae Smith? Are you going to continue to pay A.J. Brown? Are you going to pay 3 offensive skill position guys?
Is Devontae still on a rookie contract?
Yeah.
Ron, we
losing
can
him.
look at it all those ways, but I still like to see it the way that the Eagles benefit the most. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm taking a bird's eye view.
God damn it. That's good.
I think. No, I hate it. I hate
Yes!
every single part
That's
of that.
good shit.
But what I will say is
That's
I
why
think
you're the
A.J.
GOAT.
Brown is going to definitely go to the Patriots now because
That wouldn't happen.
he's not going to want to be. He wants to be the star player.
He
And
is
once
the
you got
star
Saquon
player.
on the team, Saquon's the star player. He's the
You
highest
need
paid
a star.
player on
You
the
need
team.
a star receiver, and no, he's not. A.J. Brown's still making more money than him, Chief,
Really?
by a lot.
How much is A.J. Brown's contract?
He makes $20 million a year,
How
maybe
much does
25.
Saquon make?
He's making 3 years, $38 million. So what's that?
I thought Saquon had $100 million.
God no.
Almost 13.
Oh, so not at all.
Yeah, $13 million.
Oh, Saquon, get your fucking money up, dude.
Running
He's
backs
had
don't get
injuries.
clocked.
Running backs, it's
Yeah.
a brittle position.
How much does McCaffrey make?
Maybe more than that.
A lot more than that, dumbass. Let's
I've
pull it
been
up.
shamed again.
Pull it up.
How much is a lot more than that? What do you think he makes?
$100 million.
Yeah, exactly. Pat Bass made more than that.
Christian McCaffrey contract.
I would always play in the NBA before NFL.
Yeah.
You got a 6'4" white,
Now his base salary is $12 million.
$12 million. Dumbass. Wow, rescind your dumbass.
No, never.
Rescind it.
Never.
Rescind it.
You don't know ball.
What are you talking about?
I know
You
ball.
didn't
You
even
don't know
know that Saquon Barkley got signed.
You don't know ball.
Honestly, I got to scroll and just see if there's been any more signings.
Oh, no, I didn't know Saquon got signed.
You didn't know it. I said it.
I know, which is tough. I've been all over it, too. I don't know if you guys saw, I broke the news that Kirk Cousins got moved to the Falcons. I'm always first on it. What?
Xavier McKinney signed with the Green Bay Packers.
No.
You did? You just bought a jersey? It's probably worth way more now, though.
No.
Damn. I thought that we were going to get
Holy
McKinney.
shit.
We're going to have to get another safety. Maybe Jesse Bates.
DeMar Hamlin.
How about fucking Gabe Davis signing with Jacksonville?
No, really?
You didn't know this?
No.
Damn, Sass.
Gabe?
This is what happens when you sleep like a normal human being.
Wait, but this is good.
What? Gabe Davis to the Jaguars?
First off, you don't know ball. But second of all, you're not seeing the silver lining. Mac Jones and Gabe Davis.
Ooh. You can definitely get it signed. You can definitely get it signed.
Holy.
Gabe to the Jags?
Yo.
What?
Mac and Davis? Mac and D's?
Bro, Mac to Davis is going to be
That has a nice ring to it.
incredible.
Mac to Davis, Davis to Mac.
What about my signed Gabe Davis photo that says, to Harry, welcome to the Bills Mafia? Do you think that's going to go for anything?
No, now that's
That's worthless.
you're not in Bills Mafia and he's not in Bills Mafia.
Do you think I have to take down that photo? Because I have it, it's framed in my house.
You have to get him a new one that says "Welcome to Duval,"
I know. I should.
or one that says Duval.
Well, now I'm going to need one from Gabe and Mac.
Yeah, Gabe and Mac. Return
I'm
of
gonna
the
have to hit up
Mac.
Gabe.
You're gonna have to what?
Hit up Gabe.
Yeah, email him.
I know. I'm gonna.
Do you have his email?
I'll have to get it. I'll talk to his trainer.
Gabe, hit us with your email, or hit Sass with your email.
Man,
We're Jags.
I got to schedule some Jacksonville dates.
I feel like we could all have a Jags. We could all be a Jags show. Like
we
that
could become
doesn't.
super. Yeah, we could get really.
It doesn't
into
really
Jags.
like
Ooh, that's fun.
go in contrast with anything that we're trying to do with
No.
our lives.
We're gonna
I've,
have to eliminate Trevor Lawrence though, because now he's becoming a problem.
No, it's backup quarterback's best job in town.
But
I
he's
watched.
not backup.
I watched. He's saying Mac.
Oh,
Backup
yes.
quarterback. Hello.
Backup.
Yeah.
Mac
I
up.
watched the game from the owner's suite at Jaguar Stadium
Really?
with Chaps.
Really?
This guy has his own sushi chef there.
What the fuck?
Shad Khan.
Oh, yes.
That guy. I
Yes.
think he made his money on like the Bumper Buddy or something.
Really?
Invented some
That's
product
so
that
awesome.
helps cars.
That's the real American dream.
And then we went to the pool.
Yes.
that's on there, and we were in there with all these girls.
We got to go to that pool and swim with our shirts on, boys.
It's good. I did
Totally.
that. Yeah, we made a video. I did that. I was in that pool with all those girls.
Did you take your shirt off?
No, I kept it on.
Fuck yes.
And I don't call it a shirt. I call it a rash guard.
a camisole.
It's a rash guard.
You definitely were. You're that shade of skin color that you probably had to wear a shirt at the beach when you were a kid.
It just made it easier.
Yeah.
It was
put a-
safer.
What
that
you
way.
wear one of those long sleeve ones?
Yep.
Put the white stuff on your nose.
Yeah.
Zinc
Mhm.
oxide.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dates
you-
this weekend? Dates?
New York City, bro.
What? Really?
No, I'm just gonna be in the city.
I'm in Nashville at Zany's Thursday through Saturday. Come out, and we're going to go to the Barstool bar on Thursday night. People who
Really?
come to the show get to skip the line.
Are you serious?
4 sharks, bro.
That's sick.
I'm
Pretty
excited.
good deal.
I love that bar.
I'm excited. I've
That's
heard
a genuinely very fun
big,
bar.
fun things about it.
Are you
So-
gonna do a set there?
No.
Really?
Zany's. It's not a comedy club.
Yeah, but you could there's like a DJ booth. You could do a set there. Just be
What's
like, this is
up,
the stuff.
everybody?
Yeah, this is the shit that didn't make the hour.
Director's
I
cut.
don't think people at that bar want to watch me do comedy.
If you sung it with
I'll
a
set
guitar.
that up. I think that would be a great idea.
If you want to see me do comedy, come to Zany's, and then we'll go to the bar.
And then at the bar, they're gonna do a little 15 minutes Q&A type thing.
Yeah,
This is
Glennie
the
and
stuff.
Hannah Cook will be there.
Yeah, interviewing Francis.
I'm down. Tickets at francisellis.com.
Hell yes, I'm there.
You're gonna go?
No, I'm going to Philly.
Philly. What are you doing out in Philly?
I'm gonna hold my friend's baby for the first time. Hold my friend Mike's baby.
That's cool.
Oh my god.
And then I'm gonna go to the ale house, have a roast beef. Meet up at the ale house Saturday night.
Yep, little ale house. If you got tickets to go see his friend's baby, you will be able to skip the line at the
ale house. Or no, you get free provolone.
Touch the baby and they let you smell your fingers, you'll get to skip the line.
Yeah, you have to smell the fingers though.
Mm.
But dude, I've been craving a good roast beef in New York. Not like a thin sliced cold roast beef sandwich. I'm talking about a fucking hot roast beef.
Yeah.
Meat Monster.
I heard there's one in like deep Brooklyn, in like Bensonhurst or some shit like that. I might take a pilgrimage out there to try
I'm
it.
gonna go out there after this.
Ye Old Ale House, incredible roast beef.
Yeah, you used to work there, right?
Big time.
You slice the beef.
My most famous achievement. People still come up to me and be like, "I love Ye Old Ale House beefs." But
Yeah,
that's a story for a different day.
No, I like that story. It's a good story.
No, it's a story for a different day.
Okay, we'll save that. My bad. We'll save that for the Patreon.
Oh yes.
All right. Well, thank you guys all for listening. We will see you on.
Also, how
Thursday.
crazy is it that going to Tuesday and Thursdays, we've gone up 10,000 listeners per episode?
I know.
That's fucking sick.
Who knew? That's crazy.
Great
That's
data.
what happens when you're superstars.
Estemos famosos.
Somos famosos. All right. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you all on Thursday. Goodbye. Good work.